Oh, so they
going down water slide.
They have their tournament and then they go to the water park, yeah. So this is our first round of this best of 3. Fonkin, Minotaurus, I didn't see the other names, that's too quick. Okay, so we'll get the team names confirmed on each side, but both the Doomlings and Salty Splatoon making their way into Wallow Warehouse for this first turf war.
We're seeing some really, really nice ground coverage here. It's good that neither team ended up bunching as they left. They all fanned out to just really try and optimally spread their ink.
Yeah, in this one, you know, that kind of, you are going to have moments where you want to go for those kind of close range, but generally spreading out's better for overall map coverage for this game. You want to try and cover as much as possible.
There's no point in following a teammate and just inking where they've already inked.
Oh, looking very good, but Tufty manages to get away. There's the Splatling gun there, and then there's a 2v1 and another 2v1. Works out very nice in the favor of the Doomlings. Okay. Oh, yeah, landing some shots there onto the Splatbrella.
It's a nice dodge there, really trying to go for the stealth kill there.
Marcus doing a good job just trying to use his teammate as a surprise point. Nice double splat. Wow.
I'm seeing a lot of orange ink at the moment. Seems like Salty Splatoon is doing incredibly. Look at that zoom out.
Yeah, I mean, just to see just how much coverage the Salty Splatoon team have. Doomling now seeming to have a bit of a push back. They've got 2 of the opponents down, and they're going to start covering as much as they can.
Doing a really nice flank there with the roller, trying to cover as much ground away from the melee.
Yeah, Tufty now just trying maybe just to support up the side. Throws out the Tenta missiles. They're going to go long. See what he can do with that. And that blaster, that fast, rapid-fire blaster right there. It's catching everything out. Cyrus gets caught out.
It's a nice push here from the Doomlings, but Salty Splatoon are holding their grounds. Minotaurus coming up the side there.
With the boss as well, pushing out a bit further. He has got a roller to the long range of Joe. Going to be a bit harder for him.
Joe single-handedly holding that column.
Yeah, he's by himself right now. The sole survivor currently in the fray as it stands. A minute left to go.
Ooh, and he got splattered.
Anything can still happen in the middle of this. This is, of course, because it's turf war, anything can change at the last second. Marcus here going to just cover some ground if he can. Finishes off a very unaware Fonkin.
Just hanging out around the corner.
Yeah, let's take it down though. Cyrus gets a splashdown as a nice counter move to the attack from his opponent there. 15
seconds.
Surrounded
by orange there.
Yeah, it's looking pretty tough. Needs to find their way out. It's looking very strong right now for Salty Splatoon. 10 seconds left on the clock as we move towards the last bit. Can Doomlings do anything? Looking quite solid for Salty Splatoon. Game 1.
Booyah.
They cheer as they finish it off. It looks like it is in favor of orange. It's very, very strong. If we keep our eye on that just to see the color confirmation, actually. There we go. The confirmation there. Game 1 going over to Salty Splatoon, 58.7.
That was orange all over the map for the majority of that. And you could see the Doomlings trying to get back and they were trying to flank around the side and get the edge, but Salty Splatoon, they always had one person on either column and then a couple in the middle. So they were fanned out beautifully.
I found when it came to the flank, Doomlings were sending out their roller player to the side, and whilst it's very good for very, very good coverage, especially in flanking areas, when he's being pushed back by a long-range player, he couldn't do anything with it.
Of course.
Trying to send that maybe into a more supported role in the center might have been a better idea.
Yeah.
But,
or having someone to just run in front of the roller to kind of lay that cover friendly fire and defensive so that he could come on from behind.
Exactly, yeah, and keep pushing forward. But not how it goes. 1-0 then to Salty Splatoon, and we're going to be going back into a turf war for this this second game. See if the Doomlings can get it back. It will be on a different map, of course, which I've immediately completely forgotten, which is going to be Manta Maria, of course, the three-masted ship. So it's going to be quite an interesting one because there is this kind of you have this central area that we're going to be working our way through. Game's getting underway right now, so let's jump over to the Manta Maria anytime soon. And we'll be getting into our second game of this grand final. There it is, of the Inkling League. So this main central part, and you have these two, you can see these two jumping walkways where the orange near to the central mast, where the birds are flying over now. This section is going to be great for flanking and getting into a stronger position.
Totally. Minotaurus there trying to get some paint thrown down. First one over. And now our teams are meeting for their first clash.
Yeah, so far, I mean, again, at this point, it's always about getting into the center and trying to take control, but make sure that you're covering as much as you can as possible in the back. The Boston Minotaurus at the top by themselves. Salty Splatify making their way to behind enemy lines.
Risky, but could pay off.
Yeah, they need to make sure, as long as they know that their backside is sorted and fine, then they're fine. Yeah. A double splat, though, there on the side of Doomlings 4 against Salty Splatify, so that's going to be quite good for them. Darth Cyrus in the back, though, covering some ground.
Doing the Lord's work there, just away from the battlefield.
Oh, okay, nice. Making the move to get in to stop the movement of the bomb there, just to kind of slow down its movement and then get out to safety. Nice work from Joe.
Oh, splat there for Cyrus.
So far, again, the lead is in the favor of Salty Splatify. Doomlings, though, will this stage be able to hold them up very well in this final? But looks like Tufty coming through again with another strong splat with that blaster.
Yeah, Salty Splatify are working really, really well together. They seem to always constantly be aware of where the rest of their teammates are. So they know, okay, that person's got that covered. I can just dive through to this bit and make sure that the ink is going down.
Yeah. Minotaurus going for a 1-for-1 there. Nice trade, but is it going to be good in the long run? A minute to go now.
There is a whole lot of green ink.
And there is not many pink members still alive. Essentially a team wipe again there.
We're seeing the same tactics as before. Essentially, Salty Splatify coming in, wiping out as many of the Doomlings as possible. So they all sort of respawn at the same time. Salty Splatify then go back into the middle and make sure they can't get back to that choke point.
Yeah. You can just see how far into their enemy's territory they are, just really pushing forward.
To that spawn zone.
Yeah, Doomling's unable to really fight back right now. They're not too coordinated. Dicyrus by himself gets taken out. There's a jump straight in immediately, and that will be an immediate takedown as well. There goes the boss. 17 seconds left. A team wipe for the Doomlings. Salty Splatify all but won this grand final now. 10 seconds remaining. It has to be a huge effort from Doomlings. Doesn't seem like it. Yeah, at this point, very strong work.
And game.